Hey everybody, Aaron here. I've been a lineman on the east coast of Canada for about 15 years now. Today I have a video for you which follows along as I respond to a recent trouble call which led to a pretty wild night. So my night began with a phone call at approximately 1900 hours, stating that a snowplow had struck a pole. I had little information to go by, and only a general location of the accident. I left home quickly, and my journey began. It was raining at the time, and with temperatures near zero, I traveled at a moderate speed to a location that was approximately an hour away. Being such a rural area, there was little to no communication with cell phones. During my travels, I'd received a radio transmission indicating that a local homeowner had phoned 911. The lines had come down. There was fire everywhere, and the line just would not trip. As I received this information, I was approaching a disconnect switch that I knew would isolate the lines from here all the way to the mountain. It was raining very hard now, and temperatures plummeted, resulting in a flash freeze, which had completely immobilized my truck. So I got a call, 21 customers out of power. We kind of got some freezing rain going on here right now. I just got word on the radio that a plow slid off the road and crashed through a pole, primary down, and it's in the ditch on fire. So I'm about a half hour away from him, and I'm stuck in the middle of the road. The road is nothing but ice. My truck will not move. So I made a call to DOT supervisor. I'm going to try to get some salt trucks on the way. I was able to dump the line. There's a switch nearby. I was able to knock power out, telescopic stick from the ground, some load brake cutouts. That way whatever's on fire out there, hopefully everything's safe now. And now we wait. It's going to be the start of a long night. And to give you an idea of how slippery the roads actually were, this next clip shows my 25,000 pound truck sitting on the road in park, sliding. So backup finally arrives. Salt trucks armed with tire chains and a wrecker. We carry on our journey slowly down the road towards the scene of the accident. So we're stopped again at the top of this hill. That's the DOT, Department of Transportation supervisor, and a plow truck leading the way. He's scraping his blade down pretty hard, but what you see there, folks, is sheer ice. It took another 2 hours for us to travel the last few miles and finally get to the scene of the accident. And this is the big hill. So those white lights you see off in the distance there, that's about a kilometer away. And finally, we arrive. Yes, sir. So driving up to this, about a kilometer back, I had 4 span of wire on the ground. That was all on fire. Must have been from the load or the impact. The broken pole allowed the 3 phases to wrap together, resulting in the wires burning to the ground at its weakest location approximately 20 span away. The surrounding bushes and trees were all blackened from the fire and arcing that occurred before I was able to dump the line. The driver was not injured. He was waiting patiently on the side of the road for our arrival. It became apparent rather quickly as the wrecker hooked onto the plow that there was nothing we could do about this tonight. The roads were too slippery and we needed more equipment. I began to organize a plan as another crew arrived. The crew was able to isolate the lines close to the incident and make repairs throughout the night at the location in which the lines were down. I would return the following day with several wreckers and attempt to retrieve the plow from the ditch and make repairs to our damaged pole, ultimately restoring power to the remaining customers. We returned to what was a beautiful sunny but cold day, this time with much more help. Our first task was to remove the plow with the two wreckers attached on either side. There was so much tension on the cables that one of the wreckers actually began to drag across the pave, even with its outriggers down. The operator then secured his truck to another large plow. During the extraction, one of the wreckers had completely lifted off the ground and seemed as though it was about to be ripped in half. After about 2 hours of slowly pulling and repositioning, the plow was safely removed from the ditch without incident. It's pretty amazing, really, after all that happened, and such a steep embankment, there was hardly any damage to the plow. We were able to make repairs to our system rather quickly, and restore power to all customers before noon. Just another day, and life is a lineman, where you never know what you're going to see. Thanks for watching my video. Please click like and subscribe to my channel, where you will see many more new uploads about line work, including this one, as I try and figure out how we're going to restore power when floodwaters make access impossible.